Hello everyone. Good afternoon. So guys, this is our part two. Actually, we already have the part one. I think that was last week. So this is part two of our console .NET 6 console application. So we are done here and we are going to deploy it to a Windows 2019 server. Okay, I will walk through step by step on how we are going to deploy it. Yeah, in my local machine, this actually running because I have Visual Studio 2022. But in our web server that we are going to deploy, there is no Visual Studio there. So there is no SDK, there's no runtime. So as you can see here, guys, this is .NET framework. I mean .NET 6 framework, .NET 6. And we have packages that we have used. The other one is iTech Sharp. This is how you are going to parse the PDF files. We have Microsoft that extension, that configuration uh, for reading a configuration file. That is, we set it to uh, a JSON file. There, the config.json file. Okay, so aside from that, you have to install also the Microsoft that extension, that configuration.json. And we are all using nlog for logging utility. So we are using the third-party nlog. This is a nice logger as well. So aside from the nlog itself, you have to install also the nlog.asp.net core, ASP.NET Core to make it work. So the configuration file, I will show it in the next video. So this video is just, I will show you how to deploy in the Windows 2000 server. So aside from that, we have WinNCP. So this is the library that we will use to upload, download to the FTP server. Okay, and we have this is our company DSL, ESB DSL. So it's just like XML configuration, XML mapping, XML property mapping, entity mapping. So it's just for for company. So we just develop it. All right. So I already so this is in my local, so I have to run it. There's no problem, right? So because this is in my local, so as you can see, also this is what we call the logging. We are using nlog. So if we step back or if we debug it, it will just say like that. Okay. So it will listen to the file and then it will look for the web services, and then the web services that we are going to check is in the cargo wise. So it's a WCF. It's not a RESTful API. So that's the legacy one. So something like that, guy. We are parsing the PDF files and we have to check it in the existing cargo wise web service if that shipment ID is there or not. If it's not there, then we have to send an email. So that is why after this there is a sending of email here. So if 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 it's found in the cargo wise, we have to create the XML and we upload it to FTP where the cargo wise will get it. But if not, this is we are going to send an email to the business and let them upload it manually. So that's the process. All right. So after that, yeah, it's just like that. So this is the sending of email. And of course, I'm not connected to the DSP network. So this is in my local machine. So this will have an error because it will not send. Yeah, something like that. It cannot send because uh, I am not, my local machine is not connected in the uh, network of the DSP, the company. All right. So after I package this, so basically we just have to release that, and then we have to build it. This is for deployment now, and then you can right click the project, then you have to publish it. So I already published it, and this is already the files here. Actually, this is the published files. So these are the files that we are going to deploy to the server. So what I did here is I have to upload it to the FTP. So I have FTP here because I have no direct connection to the web server. So that's why this is the FTP. So I already uploaded the file of the published profile of that project, right? So after that, I have to remote or have go to the remote. This one, this is now the server. So As you can see here, this is a Windows 2000 server. So yeah, it's just the setting. I have to, there's the setting here. That's the setting here. So yeah, so this is our data center. So basically, there's about, so yeah. So this is Windows 2009 server, Windows Server 2019 data center. All right, these are the specification of the server. So actually, this is our automation server. So I have a file here. So we're going to deploy it in the automate job in this APAC. And then this is the project. I already have production and this, and this will be fired up by scheduler. I will show it later on. So this is the project guide. This is the exe. So if we run it, it's will not run. So you cannot, it's not running right. So why? Because this is .NET 6 framework and our server has no SDK, has no runtime. So if you can take a look at our control panel here, install program here. So there is no, there is .NET Core 3.1, but there is no .NET 6. So before we are going to set up our scheduler for this program to run it successfully, we need to install first the .NET 6 SDK, .NET 6 runtime. So you can download it from the Microsoft website, but I already downloaded it because in our server, in this with 2000 server, there is no internet here. There is no internet connection, so you cannot download it directly. So what I'm doing, I download it in my local and I upload it to FTP, and I save it here in my folder here. You can see in my folder here. There's a folder for me here in the drive D, and this is Edwin Deloso. So yeah, so I have there the .NET runtime for .NET 6 and also the SDK. So we will try if it's okay to use the runtime only. So I already unzip here. This is the runtime. We installed it first. Okay. We're trying to install the .NET 6 runtime now. And then let's take a look if we run our program, it will work. If not, then the installer has insufficient privilege to access the directory. Oh my God. What happened? Lagun as administrator. Why? I cannot download it now. I cannot install it now. Why is this having problem here? The installer has no insufficient right. Oh my God. What's happening here? Okay. So we run this as administrator. Let's see if it will work. Still, the installer had no as insufficient privilege to access the directory. Microsoft.NET, the installation cannot continue. Log on as administrator or contact yours. This is a fucking hell. Why? So I think our account is, I need to report this why I cannot install it now. They have, even if I run as administrator. So guys, you have to download the .NET 6 SDK and the runtime, and you have to install it in the server. And after that, your .NET 6 console application will work. So I am showing you here. Actually, I already installed this, but for our video, I want you to see the exact happening. So I uninstalled. And now I'm going to install. It's not allowing me to install now. Maybe our IT guys or our Windows server administrator had degraded my rights to install. So I need to report this. So yeah, guys, after you install that, that's the way. It's the only way that you can run your .NET 6 publish file or package. So I'll get back to you once I install it. I just contact the administrator why I cannot, my rights is degraded. I cannot install it. All right.